A gruesome scene that is becoming increasingly common in Ukraine. These bodies of civilians allegedly killed by Russian troops have just been discovered. Russian forces camped near this chicken factory in Hostomel shortly after the war began. They forced local men working nearby to help carry their ammunition. Among them was Dimitro. Investigators found his body in a shallow grave. Asked to carry boxes of grenades and RPGs, he refused. SASHA was there.
He refused because he said he has bad back. They threatened to shoot him, but he refused again. He got on his knees with his head on the blocks. The commander said, "Shoot him," and the soldier loaded his rifle and shot him many times. Then they asked me, "Do you want the same?"
Like all bodies here, they must first be checked for booby traps. While Dimitro's body is packed into a plastic bag, the work to collect evidence of possible war crimes is underway. The strategic town of Hostomel hosts the closest airport outside the capital Kyiv. An ideal location for Russian airborne units to gain a foothold in the region, it was a primary target for Russian forces. They soon took control of the airport and then funneled into the streets and through the town, holding it for a month. The scale of destruction, loss of life, and alleged atrocities only became apparent after Russian forces left the area. This town is a crime scene. Prosecutors told us every day they unearthed a dozen bodies here, but more than 400 people are still missing, and those who survive say they can't forget what they have seen here. OXANA feared she was about to lose her husband and son when Russian forces stormed into her home and threatened to kill them.
They were shooting from helicopters right at us. A tank shelled my neighbour's house. Russians were storming in our houses, threatened to kill my husband and son. Luckily, they survived.
OXANA's husband Victor was ready to give his life to save his family.
They put my face against the wall and loaded the gun. I told them, "Take me and leave my son."
Victor survived this ordeal, but his neighbor was not so lucky. He was shot when he went out to find a place to charge his phone. As the streets were dangerous, Victor buried his neighbor in his backyard. A neighbor, a friend, laid to rest in an improper place, but in peace. As they look to the future, those left behind search for some too. Resul, Serdar, Al Jazeera, Hostomel.